Well, it's been nearly 3 weeks since a Brandon woman lost her phone number of 47 years. But tonight, days after she called Shannon Benkin, she has it back, that phone number. Someone illegally transferred Jean Encinosa's phone number, and she knew she'd better call Benkin, and she did that. And tonight, Shannon's getting some result, and she's here now to give us the update.
Keith, I was able to get in touch with the right people at Frontier and was able to get Jean's phone number back. And this story sure did hit a nerve with viewers who tell me that the same thing happened to them, and it was all part of identity theft. Jean Encinosa is thrilled to have her home phone number back, the same one she's had since 1972. It's the number everyone she knows uses to reach her.
I'm all good. Set to go.
Jean was outraged when someone illegally transferred it to Sprint earlier this month, leaving her first with no phone and then with a new number she didn't want. When her carrier, Frontier, said they couldn't help, she knew she'd better call Benkin. Within days, the number is hers again.
Without your help, it wouldn't have happened.
Frontier spokesman Bob Ellick tells me Frontier followed FCC rules when they got the request to transfer Jean's number.
Because of local number portability and the rules involving competition with the FCC to try to keep it fair, our responsibility is to port or move that number off of our system to the other company within a day.
What happened to Jean is called slamming. It's often a sign of identity theft. Are there any checks and balances to make sure that the person who is using the phone number actually wants it ported?
There should be, from the company that's being ported into, they should be authorizing or checking with the customer.
Ellick warns that customers should be aware that slamming happens and take precautions.
There are bad actors out there, there are fraudsters out there, and for Frontier and our customers, we encourage them to put a freeze on their account. It's kind of a flag for our reps.
Jean is happy to have her phone number back, but now she must make sure her credit stays intact. She tells me she's already been contacted twice by her credit card company to question activity on her account, credit activity that she did not initiate. So she's worried, Keith.
Yeah, when people have a phone number, I mean, it's personal. You want to hang on to that number, especially with your doctors and all of that sort of thing. Does this just happen with landlines, or could it happen to a cell phone?
It can happen to cell phones, too. And actually, I've been hearing from viewers all day sharing their horror stories of this happening to them. It's every time it was identity theft, it started with a cell phone or a landline that was illegally transferred, and they use that to, trick creditors into thinking that they are you and stealing your information.
Wow.
So you need to be careful.
But that's also a warning sign that something could be definitely wrong if you have a problem with your phone number.
Yeah, if it happens, you need to lock everything down.
All right. Thank you, Shannon. And if you have a problem that needs solving, you better call Benkin. The telephone number 1-855